There we go. Welcome back to the Barn Session, everybody. Got a full slate of wrestling to talk about today. Lots of news on all different levels. All-Star Classic lineup. Who's number one lineup that's going down this weekend. U23s is happening. Big recruitment news. Real American Freestyle. Lots of stuff is happening. It's very busy for what we would normally expect out of October. Probably not going to get to all of it today.
October can get busy. Yeah,
it can. I don't know. It felt like a very slow and quiet time. I mean,
September.
obviously because
that's September.
right.
September is your.
But then
wake me up.
We just got
when
punched
September
with. We got punched with All-Star Classic. Who's number one suddenly is happening. It feels like we didn't really know a whole lot about it, and then all of a sudden it's this weekend. Bill Bassett and Melvin Miller dropped their commitments kind of out of nowhere. But yeah, what do you want to start with? Where do you want to go?
Bassett.
You want to start there? You want to start with the good stuff, or let's talk about? I kind of want. Yeah, we can do whatever. I guess.
Let's crush the news. Bo Bassett and Melvin Miller are going to Virginia Tech. That is what, number 2 and 4 pound for pound in high school right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Which one's which?
Bassett's 2, Melvin's 4.
Pretty sure. I think Drayshawn's 3 and Jack's Forrest is 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to Willie.
According to Willie, who is, I mean, in my mind, the leading source for high school stuff. He knows them kids. Knows them better than I do.
But now, if you ask Flo, then it's 2 and 3. They have Melvin above Drayshawn. Which is also insane. Fair. No, insane.
Why Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I might think Melvin's better than Bassett.
Maybe a better prospect.
Oh, he definitely has, yes, a higher ceiling for sure. But when you look at pedigrees right now, Bassett definitely is the number 2 guy.
Okay, Wolverine.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like accomplishments and all that. I mean, but if you consider it that way, I mean, I feel like Drayshawn and Melvin have kind of run the same. I mean, wait, no, Melvin Miller has a world title.
Yeah, but I think Drayshawn probably would have a world title had he not been hurt. A and
right.
B, he's got some pretty good wins, dude.
He does
domestically.
He does. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a debatable topic.
Why aren't we getting Melvin Miller, Jaden James at who's number 1?
I guess Jaden James.
I am glad that Max DeBolt is wrestling, especially since it's in Iowa this year. But
yeah,
I really wanted to see Melvin and Jaden.
Me too. That would have been the match.
I'm a little underwhelmed with the card, but that might just be my lack of knowledge.
There's some solid matchups in there. The big one now is Bassett Rainey. It pretty much always was, but
yeah, but I feel like there's going to be a size discrepancy there. Is Jordan that big? Is he going to be big enough to wrestle with Bo?
Maybe.
I almost feel like it's like Bo Zapata match 1. That big of a discrepancy, but I don't know. Maybe not.
We'll see. I don't know. I mean, Jaden's got some length. Or Jordan.
And Jaden. They both have length.
Yeah, but Jaden just wrestled 55 kilos, right?
Jordan Rainey has pinned both Jax Forrest and Bo Bassett.
So, there's that. But back to the initial news.
In the same
Bo Bassett and Melvin Miller are committed to wrestle for Virginia Tech. They're going to be in the ACC. You kind of assume that in a couple of years we'll be hearing similar news about Keegan Bassett. It kind of seems like it's one big happy family. But what do you think about this?
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for parity, right?
I think, yeah, you saw a lot of people saying this is good for wrestling on Twitter when the news got dropped, and I think it is. I think
But
that,
I mean, and I do think it's good for Virginia Tech, but I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna help Virginia Tech to beat Penn State or Oklahoma State or
At the
anything like
very
that.
least, it'll get them. They'll make them a trophy contending team.
Oh,
Am I
for
coming
sure.
in okay?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think this can give them some real momentum in the recruitment space of things. I think that, especially if you get, I mean, I don't know what Bishop McCourt is going to look like moving forward, but if you can kind of like if you get Keegan Bassett, obviously, and like Eli Herring and some of the other names that I don't really know, kind of have that set up and tack on some additional recruitment along the way, you can definitely become a pretty substantial team.
Eli will be a Nittany Lion.
Probably with Sam doing that,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe Sam transfers because
here's the thing. Here's the other thing too. I do think it will probably help draw in some recruits. I don't know if it's going to help them as much as you think, though.
To me, it really depends. It depends on the rumor is that there will be some subsequent news that Bill Bassett is involved with the program in some capacity, the father. If that happens, that kind of sours everything to me. I don't know if that's the case for everybody else, but
yeah,
if that does happen, then
it's like nepotism, right? A little bit,
yeah,
kind
it's
of.
it's reverse nepotism in a way.
Reverse nepotism.
Yeah, and so and it just feels weird because it doesn't feel like you've made a choice based on merit. You did a deal. I don't know if that's going to happen. That could be total conjecture. There were plenty of sources that were talking about the fact that Bill Bassett was interested on being involved in the college space in some capacity.
Maybe he'll be like Dayton's dad.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel like that big of a deal, right?
Well, no, seeing as how, Oklahoma State did it with Dayton, Iowa State did it with the Cars.
Missouri did it with Ironman, right?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
How much
was
Mr. Ironman involved?
And I mean, it was kind of probably based on the fact that this is another thing to think about, though, right? Bill Bassett's not just some guy. He is the high school coach for the second most successful or second best high school program right now. So like,
you could call
it's
him
not
up.
as if he's just like a dad in a corner all of a sudden. He to some degree knows what he's doing, but if you work your way into a coaching position at the Division I level through your son's recruitment, it looks a certain way. But we don't even know if that's going to happen. I am trying to look at it positively, and I expect this to help Virginia Tech in some capacity. There have already been well-established good relations or good associations between Virginia Tech's marketing, like how strong they are in the marketing space and how that works really well for Bill Bassett. People have criticized it's not the best conference, the ACC. It's still a tough conference. Probably the third toughest, right? Yeah. I mean, Big 10, Big 12, ACC. And it's dense. Really, your only weak link is Duke. So it's still a tough conference. Now it's like and Ryan and I were talking about this before we started recording. You're not going to have that same effect of Bo Bassett wearing the Iowa Hawkeye singlet walking out into Carver Hawkeye Arena. You're not going to have that same effect. But what can be done from a culture perspective at Virginia Tech, I think it's exciting. I'm sure this will start to encourage them to.
I'm so glad you said culture. Continue with what you said.
I'm sure this will incentivize them to continue developing their RTC even more. And if Virginia Tech makes the right moves and puts their money in the right spots, this pays off for them in a big way, I think.
I think it's hilarious. People are like, "Oh, why are they picking Virginia Tech?" And you see all these Virginia Tech people, Caleb Henson, like all these people are like, "Because of the culture, because of the culture." It's like, okay. I mean, everyone claims they have a great culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The people you want to hear it from are outside of the team, right? So like, yeah, Caleb Henson, who's a national champ, 2-time finalist for Virginia Tech. Of course, he's going to try and promote the culture.
Well, and I have no doubt that their culture is great. You know, same with NC State, same with just about any Division I program. Probably has really good culture. I mean, name a program that probably has a toxic culture. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I mean, I'm not going to accuse any of them.
Old ones, maybe. Old regimes.
Old programs?
Past.
Like dropped programs?
No. Programs or like with previous coaches, maybe.
Buffalo made a hiring change, and so their culture is probably improved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. Sure. But I'm saying that doesn't necessarily mean their culture is toxic. That's my point. You know what I mean?
I mean, it depends on what your definition of toxic is.
Yeah. Ill? I think I had a very limited experience.
Ah, fuck. Turning this game off. God damn it. Tied up 3-3. Motherfucker.
God damn. He's talking about the Cubs for the people.
Tied up. Jeez.
When I first got to Indiana, it was 2019, and the change in leadership was still ongoing, right? Because you hire a head coach, but that does not immediately change in most circumstances. That doesn't immediately change how your athletes behave and the overall culture of a program, right? It takes, in some cases, seasons to make that development, especially when you have an incredibly disruptive force like COVID. But so I did get to like at least peek into what not something I would describe as a good culture, what that looks like. And it's bad for development. It's bad for overall team mood. And just like practices don't go well, competitions don't go well, athlete to coach relations are bad. People are missing lifts, missing meals, missing time with their athletic trainers, getting bad grades, things topple down when that kind of stuff happens. But I think, I don't know. I'm optimistic.
Sorry.
With the choice that they made. It wasn't a blue chip program. Virginia Tech is good, but it wasn't like a staple, a household name. So I'm excited to see what that looks like moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's interesting. It definitely raises the eyebrow.
Right. Because I mean, I don't know about you. I was pretty convinced that it was going to be Nebraska. Because it just felt like all roads were leading to Nebraska for them, but because Virginia Tech made an offer, they can't. And that's the other argument you can have for against for the culture claim is that they got paid out. We're in the time where whatever offer anymore. They get has to go through not the clearinghouse, but something similar, right?
Well, does that depend on? Does that depend on if they're revenue sharing or not?
I'm not smart enough. I'm not knowledgeable enough.
Yeah, me neither.
On the topic.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
you know what I know.
What?
I know Bill Bassett's not getting $5 million.
Nah, that's not gonna. I don't think, dude. If Virginia Tech found a way, that would be crazy, and for them to put it on that would be insane.
Would be insane.
Yeah, because you also have to offer Melvin something. So, okay, yeah.
I really hope. I don't know, man. I just think about it all the time. I'm like, dude, you gave up $5 million. That's so much money.
Allegedly.
So much money.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean...
What do you mean, allegedly?
It is the number that everybody threw around there, but did we hear from Bill Bassett that it was $5 million?
No, it was $5 million, guys.
Hey, it wasn't about the money.
It was $5 million over 4 years.
It's not.
And he was about to get his first.
It wasn't about the money. It was about
sending
the plane tickets.
It was about influence.
I just want my phone call. Also in recruiting news, Landon Seiden, one of the best guys in the country, one of the top recruits in 2020 for the 2027 graduating class, is committed to Penn State. So they get another blue chipper.
That's exactly what I said, Freeze.
Yeah.
I was just about to be like, oh yeah, he's good. I watched him wrestle one of the Bachmans, and I was like, he was impressive. But hearing that news is just, he's a small dude. Like, they don't need, I mean, whatever. Yeah, he'll probably be a 25.
That's exactly what I said. He's small.
Yeah, Ryan's like, how's it going to work? Luke Littledahl's going to bump up, and then Nate Desmond's going to be there, and Nate Desmond's pretty good. I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to look like. Here's the deal. And this is, Reese, you flat out said it. Cale Sanderson over recruits, or recruits over his guys always. So it doesn't make sense to me for me to hear from people that Penn State wasn't interested in Bill Bassett. That doesn't make sense to me. He is the biggest recruit, not necessarily the number one best guy you can recruit, but the biggest recruit in the last 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, we all know it had nothing to do with Bo. It had everything to do with
something. Right. And so then you can kind of put some pieces together and connect some dots, like the fact that Penn State wasn't an option suggests that
someone else wants to be relevant too.
Right. The coaching staff is airtight. So, the red lines are coming together, and we're figuring out who Pepe Sylvia is.
That was a good one.
Thanks. Okay, that's that. Where do you guys want to go to next? You want to do All-Star? Do you want to do Who's Number One? Real American Freestyle?
Let's do All-Star.
All-Star Classic. Okay, let me
I made pull my picks.
Up. Also,
should we just do our picks now?
I don't even want to do RAF card number 2, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It feels like our civic duty to talk about it.
It actually isn't final.
Talk about it either.
It isn't final to kind of give you guys a little bit of breath.
The RAF card, I heard it was.
A match is falling out, and then Willie was talking about it with Bash today, that a match I think is getting dropped. But it's being replaced, and there's word of Nico Megaludis.
Is it Henschel and Muggsy? Is that match getting dropped?
I have no idea. I don't know which match. The fact that Nico is being thrown around as a name makes me think that Tomasello
or RBY.
Yeah, just that match is getting adjusted. Okay. All-Star Classic. Yep. 125, Eddie Ventresca versus Sheldon Seymour. Didn't we already see this? Isn't this just a rematch of last year's 5th place match?
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What I would have liked to have seen Lil Doll, Vincent. Obviously, we're not getting that because Lil Doll's at U23s, but that's what I would have liked.
We got no Penn State guys.
Yeah, let's put that out there, right? No
or
Penn State
Iowa
guys.
Or
no
Iowa.
Iowa guys. No Nebraska guys. None of the top 3 teams. And then only 2 from the top 4 with Iowa State. You still have some good matchups, but Penn State, give them a little bit of grace. A bunch of their guys are going to U23s like the week before or whatever it is. So you're not Luke Lillidahl, Mitchell Mesenbrink, Levi Haynes, Josh Barr, Rocco Welsh. I think that's it. Mirasola, maybe. No,
is
not
that
Mirasola.
7?
Yeah, I mean they have 7 guys
There's
on there.
7.
But yeah, like Blazin Duke wouldn't be at the All-Star Classic anyway. But yeah, so
they should consider them.
I know. Yeah, it's not. I mean, they do have.
Give me Ono.
They have Zach Ryder wrestling.
Give me Blaze versus Ono,
dude. For an All-Star Classic matchup to be a wrestle off for Penn State.
Yeah, why not? Why not,
dude? They were talking about how last year there was a golden opportunity to have Penn State like Dapper Dan style, where it's just Penn State versus the best from the rest of the country. Because they had 10 All-Americans. It was at Penn State last year. That would have been the way to do it. But yeah, no Penn State, no Iowa, no Nebraska. Eddie Ventresca, Sheldon Seymour. I don't know. Probably
give
Ventresca.
me Eddie.
I'll be right back.
Okay, we're losing Reese.
No.
He said no. Where's he going?
I don't know. He's right there.
Blowing his nose, maybe.
It could be.
What are you doing, Reese? To the bathroom.
133, Lucas Bird, Dylan Shawver. These two wrestled each other last year. Big surprise. 2 guys from the Big Ten wrestled each other last year. I'm trying to remember.
Again, give me Blaze versus Ono.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was an interesting match. Now, I think it was interesting because it was at Rutgers. However, this year the All-Star Classic is at Rutgers. So, also, Ryan, you hear that? Do you hear that noise?
Are you talking about my washing machine?
No, my keyboard. You don't hear it, do you?
No, I don't.
Dylan Shawver, where are you? Yeah, it was 6-5 last year. So this could be another good match. Entertaining at least. Even though Bird national champ Shawver, I believe, was around 12, if I recall correctly, maybe around 16. Yeah, good match. 141. This is probably the best match. Is going to be Jesse Mendez versus Anthony Echemendia, which tells you Echemendia 141.
Well, yes, that was always right, and Frost is going up to 49.
Yeah, I don't think everybody understood
or
that.
Or Pinheiro, Frost or Pinheiro at 49.
Dude, you know what? This will be a good time to bring this up. Have you seen that Cradle Zone on Twitter is trying to not promote, but he is mentioning the idea that Gavin Sachs is like still around and is in talks with somebody within the NCAA to get another season.
He's young.
I know. I just keep letting the kid know, like, this would break all prior precedent for what eligibility is.
Yeah, it would. It would open up a can of worms.
Yeah, and he's not.
But you know what? If he's got a good enough lawyer, it could happen.
No, there's no way. I hope not.
No, it could. It could, especially since the NCAA is already considering doing that.
I know, but I don't want them to. Reese, Jesse Mendez, Anthony Echemendia.
I do want them to. Do you want Carter Starachi to be the only guy to ever win 5 forever and ever? No. Go ahead and give everyone else 5 years of eligibility.
When you put it that way, that's a good point. Reese.
I'm going to carefully grab my water here. Not on anything.
Mendez, Echemendia.
Who do you got?
Are we doing picks?
No. I guess not really. Well, yes.
All right. We don't have to do picks.
I don't want to do them official yet. I want to be like ready to write these down whenever we do them officially. And there's probably going to be some guys drop out between now and then. So
That's
like,
true.
Who would you pick though? Right now,
theoretically, I would want to pick Echemendia.
Theoretically, why?
Mix it up.
Because mix it up. Yeah, exactly what he said.
Mix it up. It's like Bill Bassett going to Virginia Tech. It shakes things up a little bit.
Yeah, and regular season Mendez is different. We all know this.
Ryan, put the knife away.
It's not a knife.
Put the multi-tool away.
It's a Allen wrench with multiple sizes.
Okay, 149, Lachlan McNeil, Casey Swiderski. The return of Casey Swiderski. Wrestling for Oklahoma State.
This is also a very good match, in my opinion.
It's interesting, for sure. Yeah.
Well,
I want to see Casey.
Lachlan's been training with Logan Stieber, and Jay Jaggers.
I mean, I think Lachlan is the favorite.
Right.
Like,
what school do you think Lachlan's at?
Isn't he at Ohio State now?
Michigan.
Ooh.
I thought he went to Ohio State for some reason. Oh, Styles did.
Gross.
Lachlan's been training with my boy Alex Derringer.
Good pivot. Yeah, I mean they
Lachlan
both
is the favorite, aren't we?
But give me Casey Swiderski.
Yeah. Lachlan's the favorite.
I'm worried about Casey. He hasn't really wrestled for a while, and he hasn't been like on.
What do you mean? He just wrestled against China.
China.
He did wrestle China.
Whatever.
China.
157, Cardenas versus Ty Waters. Daniel Cardenas.
Good match.
Also a good match.
Hopefully, healthy Ty Waters.
Healthy Ty and just Daniel Cardenas. He's just pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, he is fun.
Yeah, that'll be a fun match.
People
were complaining about. Go ahead.
The over. I will take it.
Okay.
Oh, on point. Nice.
People are complaining about like, man, the All-Star Classic. Where's the number ones versus the number twos? And it's still a lot of really fun matchups against high-level guys. So
yeah, but we're just not getting those Kendrick Maple versus Logan Stieber type matchups anymore.
Was that at the start of the year?
What do you mean?
Because the All-Star Classic wasn't always at the start of the year.
Yeah, it
is. What it was. Yes, it was. What?
I thought it was in the middle of the season at one point.
No, never.
No?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember watching it at like preseason nationals?
Preseason nationals, yeah. I guess that was like 2011, wasn't it?
No. What? No.
What?
Logan Stieber versus Kendrick Maple?
No. Oh. I'm thinking of DT versus KD.
That was 2012.
That was 2012.
I was close. So, cut me some slack. Mr. Sandman, Mr. Timekeeper.
Well, I thought you were talking about Stieber, Kendrick Maple. I don't
remember seeing that. That was kind of...
It was a great match.
I don't even remember that.
2013.
Yeah.
Because then Kendrick...
I only would have been 2 years off if I was guessing 2011.
Because then Kendrick went up to 149 that season, 2014.
Was that after he won a title?
Yeah, he won it in 2013 at 41 and then bumped up to 49, and Stieber bumped up to 41.
And he just had a good time. He was just there for a good time.
Yeah. He said, "Sooners, I got you a title. Now take it." Okay. Yeah, because there's 2 number ones and no number twos, but like whatever. Penn State's busy. I guess Iowa is, I don't know, not interested, and neither is Nebraska. Sorry. 165, Hunter Garbin, Max Brignola. 2 wild cards.
Only the good die young.
Well, so where's Pinto at again?
Rutgers.
Pinto is, yeah.
That's right.
And also wrestling at U23s.
Is he?
For Puerto Rico, isn't he? I heard that. Is he not?
I believe it.
That'd be tough as hell for him to go wrestle at U23s and then go wrestle at the All-Star Classic.
Oh, he is wrestling at the All-Star
Lions.
He is wrestling at the All-Star Classic?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was one of the first two guys announced because Rutgers was like, we've got our guys representing the Scarlet Knights at home for the All-Star Classic. And it was Dylan Chauver and Lenny Pinto. And I was like, oh,
I follow Scott Goodale on Twitter, but I don't follow Rutgers Wrestling.
I'm sure he retweeted it. I'm almost certain he did.
He might have. I just didn't see it.
Okay. 165, Hunter Garvin, Max Brignola. We get to see like what is Max Brignola really made of, because he had a solid redshirt season last year. But I don't know if you guys saw him at the U.S. Open. I saw one match.
U.S. Open, right?
He wrestled at the Open, and he wrestled Mitchell Mesenbrink, and he got tooled up. But I mean, Mitchell.
He looked good. He looked good getting tooled up. It was like Pat Glory.
Hey, tough result, but hey, you look great out there. No,
it was like a good tech, you know. It's like where you're like, wow.
I feel like I gave him a good look on those shots, you know. Yeah, and like I mean, I guess maybe we won't know if we really get a good look because it's Hunter Garvin who is the wild card of 165, and
I think Hunter Garvin is a great litmus test for all wrestlers.
Yeah, can you? How do you describe Hunter Garvin?
March only.
I think I think like he tests your wrestling IQ.
Okay, sure.
Not saying his IQ is super high.
Mr. March.
He I feel like he looked good all season last year.
He looked good all season for at least the first two periods. He would jump up to big leads against like Barraclaw and Hall, and then he would fade.
Could not beat Hall.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
To be fair, there wasn't very many people last year that could beat Hall.
Nope.
What place did he take? Fourth?
Yeah,
no,
fourth.
Third?
Fourth.
You sure? I thought Minto took fourth. Or did Minto take fifth?
Oh, you're right.
Okay, so right. Minto fourth, Hall third?
Hall fourth. Yep.
Not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, 174.
Not a lot of people could beat the man.
Simon Ruiz versus Lenny Pinto.
You're all over this one, aren't you?
Well, they wrestled each other twice last year. 6-4 for Ruiz at the CKLV, and then like 2-1 for Ruiz at NCAAs in the blood round. So, but Pinto be representing Rutgers, going to go out there probably guns blazing and all that. Yeah, we'll see what this looks like. I don't know. Simon Ruiz has looked pretty good this offseason. This would be a good match. 184, Jackson Smith, Zach Ryder. Maybe.
A lot of intrigue.
Jackson Smith, how did he finish last year?
7th?
Jackson Smith?
He took 7th?
6th.
Okay. I didn't even remember if he placed.
No,
I think it was.
I knew he placed.
It was Starachi, Keckeisen, McAnally, Plott, Foca, Smith, Allred, Washington.
Nice.
I still got it.
Good job.
I still got it. I paid very close attention to that bracket. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, where is Zach Ryder? Where is he in the landscape of 184? If he beats Jackson Smith, then you're probably going to say, okay, now he really does belong in the conversation of AJ Ferrari, Rocco Welsh, Max McAnally. Can he wrestle with these guys? Jackson Smith is the new Dustin Plott of 184.
I think Ryder, I'm just going to go ahead and say, I think Ryder is the favorite in my mind.
Well, yeah. He's the favorite in my mind too, but also, he's the favorite in my mind. He's been training with Zahid Valencia. He's the favorite in my mind.
He's been training with Zahid. Yeah.
Untouched at Worlds, Zahid Valencia.
Untouched.
Yeah. I'm not sold yet.
Can't touch me.
I'm not sold yet.
I don't think has he ever lost to Gabe Arnold, at least recently?
No.
Who?
Ryder.
Ryder beat him 2-0. And also beat him at the Open.
Dude, you know what? Sidebar. Gabe Arnold. You guys hear what Piles said about him?
And I don't care to talk about this.
Okay.
What did he
Dumb
say?
idea, right?
I mean, I do see Piles' point, but also, yeah, I mean, Christian is just he's such an elitist without being an elitist. You know what I mean?
So we're talking about the fact that he wants him to go up to 197. Is that what we're talking about?
Because he thinks he's a better choice than
Dean
Massimo.
Yeah. And you know what? He might not be wrong, but also like the fact that he's trying to be like, oh well, just because he won D3 titles doesn't mean jack. It's like, come on, dude. Give the guy his flowers.
I think it's insane to say Gabe Arnold, guy that didn't look very big at 184, guy who looked maybe a little small at 184, should go up to 197 and he won't have a problem.
And we're talking about, and Dean's, he's made a U23 team, like,
and he's in the Iowa room with Stephen Buchanan and AJ Ferrari and eventually Ben Keeter. Like, things are going to develop for him pretty quickly. Christian Piles doesn't understand weight classes, evidently, because he made this argument that weight didn't matter for Kyle Dake against Zahid Valencia, and now he thinks that Gabe Arnold would be effective at 197. None of it's making sense.
Well,
so,
I mean, to be fair, Christian Piles just doesn't understand because he's just never really, you know what I mean? Like,
he's never,
at any level.
Sure.
At any level.
I mean,
he doesn't get it.
I feel like you could
because
still,
he hasn't lived it.
I feel like you could still, even without having lived it.
No,
like you could still understand to some capacity.
My question is, what do the other dudes think? The other guys on the Flow Radio, what do they think?
Dude, sometimes they're just a bunch of yes men, and they just like,
I think they just don't feel as strongly as Piles does about a lot of stuff.
That to me is like why, dude, because they were also debating the whole Japan situation and like, Japan's just, it's not a long-term thing, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Maybe they're right. But like the way they went about it was just, it's very frustrating. It was very frustrating for them. It's just whatever. It's fine. Okay. Sidebar over. 197. Joey Novak, Stephen Little.
I actually love this matchup.
This is a good matchup. It's 197. It's 197.
Could be like a ultimate tiebreaker or whatever it was last year, which was
Stephen
actually
Little,
really exciting. Yeah. Like
a lot
tons
of exchanges,
of action, but no scoring.
No scoring. Not to be confused with Lucas Bird's match against Nasir Bailey, which was no scoring.
No scoring.
No scoring at all. Very boring. And then finally, to wrap it up, another I'm just super intrigued because we didn't see either of these guys at all last year. And one of them's got a new home. It's Younger Bastida versus Tegadali.
Yeah, this is my second favorite match of the whole thing.
Yeah. Me too. For me, it's 141 and then it's 285.
Yes.
And then like, I don't know after that, but yeah. I'm excited for this set of matches, and I do want to do picks eventually. For now, I'm going to hold off. Figure it out later. But that's the All-Star Classic. There's a D2, D3 matchup. There's 4 sets of women's matches, but we're idiots, so we don't know what's going on there. So, other pieces of info, other things going on. Real American Freestyle has an event coming up. It's not final. U23 entries are out. I haven't done really enough research to kind of give the down low on it. And who's number 1 is happening this weekend. We can look at that. I don't really have. I probably have more to say about this year than last year, actually. Ryan, do you want to get off your phone and talk about it?
Sorry, I'm reading something really funny. It was actually hilarious. But I mean,
that's cool.
And also, I was checking the update to the Cubs game and the Chiefs game. Chiefs are tied 14-14 right now. By the way,
it's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
So maybe I was too hard on the Jaguars, but
yeah, maybe you were. Maybe Trevor Lawrence is starting to figure some things out. Maybe he was pretty good when he played for Clemson.
I already knew.
Was it Clemson? He played for Clemson.
You had it right. You got it.
All right, okay. I was like, maybe it was Auburn. I don't know. An orange team, Syracuse. Anyway,
nope, you had it right. Clemson.
Let's just run through some matches with some names that I recognize for who's number one. I think that's a good idea. And it's actually the first one, Rockland Zinkin versus Dom Munaretto. Who's number? Oh, so it's super strange. Wait. Oh.
No, that's a three-way. That's a three-way,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Because I was like, Landon Seiden, where is he?
Is it Rockland and Landon wrestling and then the winner gets Dom? Isn't that how that one is?
I think Landon.
Dom and Rockland are 2 and 3, or 3 and 2, and then the winner gets Seiden.
That's weird to me.
Why? I
don't know. It just is.
Dom Munaretto took some losses.
Yeah, but Dom has all those world titles. I don't know. But I also haven't been paying that close attention to the high school scene. So,
yeah. Yeah, it's always fun to see the little mini brackets, even if it is half a mini bracket. Melvin Miller was supposed to wrestle Jaden James. I do wonder what happened. Maybe Jaden's getting bigger. Did you guys see the goat follower on Twitter? Jaden has an older brother. Jaden has an older brother who's about 200 something pounds and built out. So yeah, Jaden's probably going to be 184 in college. Yeah. Which is intriguing.
Jaden James?
Yes. What did I say? Jaden Rainey.
I was clarifying.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you wouldn't need to if you were off your phone, but it's okay.
I'm trying to get some context here on what's going on. I'm sorry.
Right, I gotta ask you guys a question real quick.
Yep,
of course.
What did you think? What are your thoughts? What were your thoughts on the Rocks Pipes video that I sent you guys? Did you watch that video?
What? Whose hype video?
The Pipes and the Rocks.
What the fuck? That wasn't real. That was parody, right?
No, that was like a whitest kids you know skit.
Yeah.
That dude's does a lot of random comedy stuff.
That
how great was that video?
I watched that at when did you send it?
Maybe yesterday.
Yeah, I think you sent it yesterday.
I watched 2 minutes of it and was like, okay.
I think I watched it.
It was
this
the part
morning
where it was clearly a false rock with pipes inside of it, and I was just like, I'm done.
I found this rock and I'm starting to get a headache and
I'm really tired.
Feeling tired.
I'm really tired around it.
Yeah. Okay, I was talking to the 16-year-old, but I was just trying to find a rock expert, a rock pipe expert.
I watched it at 4:00 this morning in bed with no audio on because I was right next to my sleeping wife, and so it's kind of funnier to watch with no audio.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, because I'm like, wow,
this is crazy. I'm imagining.
No, it's so much funnier with audio.
But it's also funny to imagine someone watching it without audio, trying to comprehend what's going on.
Couldn't really. Yeah, Reese, that was a good video. I like it when you send stuff to us.
I sent that to a bunch of people.
Good. You guys didn't respond to the thing that I sent, and that's fine.
That's because your videos suck.
That's freaking fine.
What did you send?
Whatever. Something every burger commercial ever.
I don't even remember that.
Yep, it's fine. I'll just
100%
lay down prone on the street and let the world figure it out. Antonio Mills, Paul Kenny, that's the one that we saw at Fargo, right?
Fargo, yeah.
That match was fire.
This will be folk style though. Will it be?
I know. You know what? They need to bring back. They need to bring back freestyle. Who's number one?
They never will.
Those matches were gas. Two Mills brothers. Orion Mills is also wrestling. He's got Turner Ross, who I don't know much about.
Turner's tough. Oklahoma kid. He's not bad.
Yes. Jaden Rainey, Moses Mendoza. Apparently, Moses Mendoza is becoming a force. Where's he committed to?
Oregon State?
Really?
Michigan.
Really?
Michigan.
Which one is it?
Michigan. I thought he was going to end up at Oregon State.
Reese, do you hear that?
But I think he ended up at Michigan.
Yes.
We can hear your keyboard, Sammy. It's not that quiet.
Yeah, but is it as loud as the last one?
No.
Didn't think so.
Mr.
Didn't think so.
Mr.
He
I have
appears
like
to
7
be
keyboards.
He appears to be committed to Michigan.
Cut that out.
Sorry.
Mendoza, Jaden Rainey, that'll be a really good one. Kobe Merrill, Michael Mako, even though it's not for number one, it's fine. It's still going to be a pretty good matchup.
Oh
and
no!
Of course,
whoever wins will jump Drayshawn Ross.
No,
that's how
Flo
does
it. Rankings that matter. No, it's not. Those are rankings that matter, right?
Yeah.
You want to be amateur hour? You use Flo's rankings.
I would never do that. Never.
Okay, all right.
To my boy, my homie.
Yeah. And then to cap the night off, they got Bill Bassett, Jordan Rainey, which should be great. So
I see all these burner accounts that just try to shit on Willie, and I'm just like, you guys are pussies.
I mean, I'm not going to get into Willie's antics on Twitter are very hot and cold for me.
He brings it on himself. He knows what he's doing.
It's very frustrating. But it's also
Look, he's triggering you, Sammy. He's doing exactly what he wants.
I am pissed. I am pissed because we talked about this last episode. The fact that we are limiting competitive opportunities for wrestlers over what?
You want my honest opinion on that? I think that has less to do with Willie than you think.
I'm sure it doesn't have something to do with Willie, but in my mind, it is at least a little hypocritical for him to have openly voiced the thoughts and feelings that he has about, holding on to things and not sharing things, right? And I know we said, it's different because it's media. It isn't, and it isn't different. Because you are limiting competitive opportunities for guys in a sport where we are already starved for matches. We're starved.
Listen.
Ryan, we're at the food line and we're saying, more, sir, please.
Listen,
can I have some more wrestling?
I doubt it's Willie's decision. And what do you want Willie to do? Condemn the people he works for?
And maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's a situation where he doesn't feel comfortable saying, I disagree with it.
Yeah, because he believes in RAF and he wants to help it succeed and he doesn't want them to boot him, even if he does have feelings that are contradictory to what they're doing.
I'll be the guy who says what he thinks. Real American Freestyle does not have enough of a presence and enough of a stranglehold on the market to be able to enforce non-competes upon athletes. Realistically. Guys are obviously going to take the opportunity that they're providing because they're putting up a bunch of money behind it. What that scares me by is the fact that if you churn through your money that quickly, how much longer are we going to be digging before we hit the bottom of the well?
Are you scared, Sammy?
Yeah, I mean, it's a competitive league, an opportunity for more high-level wrestling, and if it is struck down by people working on the inside who have the wrong ideas, which is not what I'm not saying that that's Willie. Like we said, we don't know who's making the choices here. If the wrong people are making the important choices and they're doing them incorrectly, then it won't work. And if this doesn't work, it'll be pretty hard to see anything that does work in the future, in my mind.
What are you doing over there?
I didn't mean to. That was an accident. I was cleaning up some dust.
You just seem so uninvested, Ryan.
No, I'm invested.
Our viewers are concerned.
I was listening to that. That was an accident, 100%.
Our viewers are concerned, Ryan.
Didn't even know there was a disc in the PS4.
Yeah, what was it?
Big Bang Theory. That's why I went like this. I was like, what the
Okay. All right. I'm all out of stuff.
No.
I'm hungry.
Reese is hungry. I'm kind of tired. It's late.
Hunger.
Okay. Closing thoughts.
I think that we will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be
everything's
fine.
going to be okay.
Everything's going to work out. There's a plan, and it's all going to work out.
Right.
Closing thoughts. You want me to talk about the stuff I'm seeing on Twitter?
Uh-oh. What is it? What's going on over there?
Oh, son of a... Sorry, I'm looking at fantasy football now.
You know what? Hang on. No, this got me into a bit. Because I got into a slight debate. I think this was Saturday or Sunday, because the All-Star Classic got dropped and people were complaining about the fact that it wasn't like the highest, the number 1 versus number 2 matchups. And somebody was saying something to the effect of, well, to them, it's just not worth the risk. And I'm like, what risk? What risk is there? They're being offered money to go wrestle. Okay, they're not going to have that happen for the rest of the season. And they're like, "Are you dumb? They're on scholarship. Clearly, they're getting paid. You shouldn't be this. You shouldn't be this naive." That's not how scholarships work. Scholarships are not contingent upon the fact that you will do this minimum number of competitions. Scholarships require that you remain academically eligible and that you work to start. Right? Those are like the 2 things that you have to do to retain your scholarship. And I don't know what NIL looks like. I'm too old to know what that looks like. But I'm tired of like the whole it's not worth the risk defense for people not competing anymore. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's one match. You can get injured at nearly, maybe even a higher risk of injury in the practice room.
Oh, 100% higher risk.
So if that's the case, well then maybe the people who are limiting themselves in the practice room, maybe they're the smartest people, because it's just not worth the risk. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it's not worth the risk. I'm tired of and I think generally we're moving away from this idea that people should compete less. I think the fact that our top talent is younger is forcing the idea that they want to compete more often. They want to go out and have matches, and therefore the top level is competing more often, and it's just a good thing for the sport, at least right now.
Well, yeah.
We'll see what it looks like in the future. But
good thing for us.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys think. I'm just sick of it's not worth the risk defense for people not competing, particularly State College. No, we're only going to wrestle what matches we have to wrestle, because seemingly that's what it's like.
I agree, but also Kale's job is to bring home national titles individually and as a team.
Yeah, and that's so.
What'd you say?
I guess you're right.
You're cutting in and out. Sorry.
No, I mean I was in real life cutting in and out. You're right. You're right, because like the All-Star Classic doesn't actually matter, and then this is probably where the real issue resides. The amount of money that the All-Star Classic is offering is probably not equitable to the amount of money that people are making through NIL and scholarship, and therefore they say no thank you.
What about national duels though? Now that is where I'm kind of like, come on, Kale. Come on.
How much is it for first place?
It doesn't take the money out of it. Take the money out of it.
But again, it doesn't. You got to win a national title. National duels don't matter.
But would it matter if it was sanctioned? If you were winning,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that would be a different conversation, and hopefully, we're working our way towards that.
Yeah, me too. But like, so you're talking about what? You're talking about the NCAA. You just want it to be sanctioned by the NCAA for it to be real for you.
Then he gets another tick in the win column for him.
It's a tick no matter what, though. You know what I mean?
Right. First place at national duels gets $200,000.
Divided by 10 is so 20,000 per starter, or however many.
Right.
I guess. But let's say you have different guys.
The wrestlers don't
for 14.
Huh?
Who?
The wrestlers don't get the money.
Well, they can.
But you distribute
to the coaches.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. They would for sure make money. They would lose, it would cost some money to fly down there and stay and all that, but they would ultimately make money.
No, they wouldn't lose.
Is it worth the risk of injury?
Money, the school would pay for that.
Well, yeah, but it comes out of the budget, traveling for that and everything.
Dude,
it's minuscule. All right, I'm not saying it's an excuse. No. I'm just factoring in all of the digits. But yeah, it's free money for Penn State. They would take first pretty easily.
Pretty easily?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, for sure.
I don't know about that.
Who's going to challenge them?
I think David Taylor's going to challenge them this year.
Dude. Their team, at least right now, their team is not looking amazing.
Why? What do you mean not looking amazing?
Because we don't know what Alex Facundo is going to look like. We don't even know if Ladarian Lockett's going to be in the lineup right away, and if he is ready to go immediately. I still think there are some questions around Merrill. I still think they haven't figured out what's happening between 133 and 149. 157 even.
He's good. They're going to have a good team.
They're going to have a good team, but especially early on, national duels are they are November 15th, 16th. Those 2 days. It's very early on in the season.
Ye have little faith with the Magic.
I'm just saying, and you know what? This is going to get dropped on October 7th. This episode is. They won't necessarily have their lineup fully figured out. Now, on October 7th, which is tomorrow, so if you're listening, it's today, the seeds, they'll be seeding the top 4 teams for the national duels, and then everybody else will get randomly drawn in. The show to announce the seeds and announce the bracket will happen on the 7th at 7 Eastern. Flow is broadcasting it. Flow has all of the duels except for the finals. ESPN has the finals.
Are you guys going?
Yeah. I want to. Reese, can we make it happen? Please?
Maybe.
How about this? December 21st, Nebraska, Oklahoma State, and Lincoln. Can we make that happen? December 21st.
Oh, for sure. Mm-hmm.
I'm forcing Zach Hensley to go with me. I'm going to drag him.
I feel like he would be
there.
More than happy, wouldn't he? It's his alma
yeah, but I mean, all right. I basically got to tell his wife. I got to be like, Sydney, I'm taking your husband with me this weekend. He's mine. Not yours. He's mine.
He's mine. And you can hold on to Roman.
And Winnie. They have 2 now.
And Winnie.
Winnie Page.
Winnie Page.
She's adorable.
Yeah.
She's a little cutie.
Dude. The season's coming. It's coming quickly. Be ready for it. And yes, we will figure out what we are going to, because I do want to go to stuff this year. I'm going to try and go to an Indiana duel and a Cornell duel, at least one each. And be a good fan of the sport.
Which Indiana duel should you go to? Let me look it up for you, Sammy.
All right. While you look that up, we're going to wrap things up. Have a good rest of your day, whatever it is that you're listening. Do all the things, liking and subscribing and sharing and tweeting and twatting. Goodbye.
Whoa.